He didn't want to die on stage, he didn't. But he did it his way. It was like I was in a dream. I was looking down on it all. My kids could see and feel.
Celebrity chaos is serving up everything from glam shocks to pop star vibes. First up, Pamela Anderson is at it again, rocking a fiery red curly bob that has fans either cheering or clutching pearls. And then, the emotional punches hit as Sharon Osbourne reveals the heart-wrenching last words of her late husband Ozzy. Next, TV watchers are buzzing as Kelly Clarkson might be replaced by a morning show favorite, sending networks into full-on draft mode.
You guys are doing so well, I have to say.
Over on social, Addison Rae is bringing Britney Spears flashbacks to Instagram. And finally, in stunt-land, Bam Margera makes a surprise comeback, looking healthy, happy, and ready to turn his chaotic past into a brighter, board-friendly future.
I actually was so obsessed with the game that I was missing a lot of airplane flights over it, so I had to put it aside for a while.
Pamela Anderson is proving that reinvention is basically her part-time job. The 58-year-old bombshell rolls up this week with a curly red bob that looks like she just wandered out of a retro rom-com. And yes, the internet is losing its mind. She pops up on the cover of a major magazine with barely any makeup, grinning like someone who already knows the comment section is about to combust. And of course, she's once again leaning into her whole beauty is subjective mindset, which is clearly Pam-speak for I'm doing whatever I want. Good luck keeping up. Naturally, the reactions are all over the place. Some people are cheering like she just scored the game-winning touchdown, while others are clutching their pearls, insisting the hairstyle ain't it. One even complains that it feels like she's doing the most for attention, which is hilariously bold to say about a woman who literally built an empire off being seen. Her supporters, though, they're thriving. Her son Brandon is basically bursting with pride. Her Baywatch buddy Gina Lee Nolan is hyping her up like it's 1997 all over again, and fans are declaring Pam the patron saint of going barefaced. Pam's been drifting away from the heavy makeup life since 2023, when she ditched the whole Playboy pinup vibe and launched her skincare brand. And ever since, she's been talking about how freeing it feels not to paint her face every day.
Making the choices in my career and the way I look and I'm in control of my own life.
She's not anti-makeup. She just used to slap it on like armor, and now she's kind of over hiding behind anything. These days, she's into interesting faces, especially older ones, which feels like the softest middle finger ever to Hollywood's youth obsession. Her Sonzy skincare line is still her baby, especially after she took co-ownership in 2024 and released that rose-inspired cleansing mousse. And because Pam never does only one reinvention at a time, she's also switched her hair more often than most people rotate their passwords. Strawberry blonde in October, sharp blonde bob at the Met Gala, and now this fiery curly situation. And now we dive straight from Pam's glam makeover era into something far heavier, because life really said, here's your emotional whiplash. Sharon Osbourne is opening up like never before, finally sharing the gut-punch details of Ozzy's last day, and honestly it hits harder than any Black Sabbath riff ever could. Sharon sits down for this interview with that mix of strength and heartbreak only a woman who's lived through decades of rock and roll chaos can pull off, and she doesn't sugarcoat a thing. Ozzy had performed his big farewell show just 2 weeks earlier, because of course the Prince of Darkness insisted on going out doing exactly what he loved, even though doctors apparently warned him that pushing through that final gig might wipe him out. Classic Ozzy energy. You say no, I say watch me. According to those close to them, he knew he was running on borrowed time, but he still wanted one last roar from the crowd.
Main doctor said to him, if you do this show, that's it. You're not going to get through it. He didn't want to die on stage, he didn't. But he did it his way. It was like I was in a dream. I was looking down on it all. My kids could see and feel how much their father was loved.
Then came the morning everything shattered. Sharon explains that he'd been restless all night, shuffling to the bathroom like someone who couldn't quite settle. Around 4:30 a.m., he nudged her awake. Well, more like reminded her she was already awake because he'd been stomping around, and insiders say he told her he wanted a kiss and one of her trademark bear hugs. And then, in the most Ozzy move ever, he marched off to the gym for an early workout despite battling a laundry list of health issues. Within 20 minutes, he was gone. Sharon found him slumped over, paramedics fighting to bring him back while she begged them to stop because she knew instantly he wasn't coming back. The aftermath has been brutal. Sharon says she's done with the idea of ever marrying again, and honestly, who could blame her? The man was her entire world. She and Kelly marked his birthday last week by posting emotional tributes, digging up never-seen photos and clips, including one where Ozzy was wrestling with tangled Christmas lights and swearing at them like they personally ruined his life. Fans flooded social media with love, and Sharon admitted she's been held up by sheer support because she's still stumbling through the world without him. Fans are still lifting Sharon up, but TV land is stirring its own pot because apparently no one told NBC to calm down for even 5 minutes. Now, insiders are whispering that Kelly Clarkson might be sliding off her talk show throne, and the network is already eyeing replacements like they're drafting for the Super Bowl. And guess who's at the top of the wish list? Hoda Kotb. Yes, the same Hoda who just left the Today Show after 17 years and probably still has glitter in her hair from the farewell montage. NBC never actually wanted Hoda to leave in the first place, which explains why they're now acting like someone trying to win back their ex with flowers, promises, and maybe a light contract upgrade. They're apparently debating whether Hoda would even want the gig, because she dipped from morning TV saying she needed a reset, and now the network is basically peeking around her door like, so, you busy or not? And honestly, Hoda checks every box they love. Reliable, beloved, and comes with a built-in fan army who'd follow her to a cooking show about boiling water. One insider even called her an older Kelly Clarkson, which feels like the type of compliment you give someone when you're trying to sell them on a job, but also accidentally age them a decade. Meanwhile, Kelly's team is staying quiet about why she's been mysteriously absent, but sources say her TV future is tied up with her music plans, meaning if the album doesn't hit like it should, she might cling to the show with both hands. If it pops off, she might yeet herself into the next career chapter. Of course, Hoda leaving Today has already turned into comedy gold. Savannah Guthrie joked during a late-night appearance that Hoda's old desk looks like a lost-and-found bin mixed with a science experiment. Expired dips, rogue contacts, lint from places we don't want to think about. Even Jimmy Fallon chimed in about her purse being so overstuffed it looks like his dad's wallet. There was even a Ziploc bag moment because apparently Hoda said purse is optional if you have snacks and essentials stuffed in plastic. But despite the chaos, Hoda's living her best post-Today life, planning wellness retreats, cooking up a new app, and actually sleeping past 4 a.m. for once. She said she's focused on her kids, her new business ventures, and anything that doesn't require sitting under bright studio lights, pretending she enjoys midweek baking segments. And now NBC wants her back on daytime? Yeah, good luck to whoever's trying to pitch that.
Everything's great.
Yes.
My kids are in 3rd grade and 1st grade.
Aww.
I now wake up at 5:30.
And the summer she slept in till 6.
And now it's 5:30. I feel really good. My little business is doing its thing. I don't know. Like, it's just a different life, but it's funny how easily you can find yourself, like, starting something new.
Over in social media land, the vibe is way more chaotic. Enter Addison Rae, who apparently woke up one morning and decided why not serve Britney Spears vibes for breakfast. The 24-year-old TikTok queen turned pop star dropped a bathroom photo set that's basically a masterclass in early 2000s pop icon energy, showing off abs, legs, and a purple lacy bra that peeked out from under a snug white crop top. Mini skirt? Check. Head tilt? Check. Pout worthy of a music video close-up? Double check. The caption was as simple as it was confident. I feel beautiful. And honestly, she made sure nobody could argue. Fans, of course, lost it in both directions. Some were here for it, hitting the heart button like they were in the 2002 Britney music video, while others were typing in all caps, side-eyeing her like, are we taking notes from toxic-era Britney now? It's a little homage, a little chaos, and a lot of Addison saying, yep, I see you watching. Insiders say this isn't her first Britney-inspired moment. Last October, she basically cosplayed the pop princess during a lunch outing, complete with a neon pink bra peeking out, a fedora, and even a Diet Pepsi in hand because apparently product placement is still pop star mandatory. Beige calf-high boots and an anchor necklace sealed the vibe. Addison's music career has been ticking along too, with her debut album dropping in 2023 and a recent remix collab with Charli XCX, proving she isn't just flexing Instagram aesthetics. Acting gigs? She's dabbled there too, from teen comedy remakes to horror flicks, and she's set for an upcoming hybrid live-action movie with Ryan Reynolds. While Addison Rae is busy channeling Britney and sending the internet into a nostalgic meltdown, over in stunt-land, Bam Margera is quietly trying to prove that jackass energy doesn't have to end in chaos. The 45-year-old skateboard legend popped up on the red carpet looking shockingly healthy, and dare we say happy. Basically the glow-up no one saw coming after years of public meltdowns, arrests, and rehab stints.
I actually was so obsessed with the game that I was missing a lot of airplane flights over it, so I had to put it aside for a while.
This wasn't just a casual stroll. Bam's been plotting a proper comeback, and the launch party for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 reboot was his official I'm back baby moment. Fans who remember him flying off ramps and into dumpsters now get to see him smiling alongside Hawk, looking like maybe adulthood isn't so terrifying after all. Bam's been spending time at Tony's personal skate park, grinding rails instead of his own nerves, which apparently sealed the deal to get him back in the game. He even brought his new wife, Danny Marie, looking sleek and smitten, proving he's upgraded both his love life and life choices. After years of DUIs, arrests, and headline-making temper tantrums, Bam's finally hitting a healthier stride, passing screenings, staying sober, and keeping a low-profile focus on family. People who doubted he'd ever skate back into relevancy are eating their words, as he's now legally on probation, checking in with the courts, and reportedly embracing the blessing-in-disguise mindset. Basically, the guy who once threatened to self-destruct unless he could see his kid is now showing up clean, calm, and ready to shred. Proof that even the wildest jackass can try turning things around. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.